Oh, forgot the salsa. So 3 years ago, I made a video about these, the Oliver Cabell Low Ones. I didn't realize until today that that video actually had like 7,000 views.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Which isn't like a whole lot, but it actually got me thinking that people are actually wondering about these sneakers. And I thought I'd make a follow-up video to that. Oliver Cabell is not paying me to do this, so I can say whatever I want about these. This will actually be my real world, real life review of these Oliver Cabell Low Ones that I've used for the last 3 years now. These are not my everyday sneakers. These kind of fit into the category of, how would I put it, like dressed up but not too dressed up. So there's like this middle ground, I would say, to where, you know, you're going to a nice dinner or something like that, but you don't want to wear dress shoes. And they kind of fall in that range. They do really well there. And I think that'll give you an idea of like the frequency I wear this thing. So it's definitely something I wear more on the weekends, not like something I wear as a daily beater. What I got looks a little like this. It just says Oliver Cabell on top. It's actually a nice, solid box. I don't know if you care about that, but I do store my shoes in the box. The sneakers themselves, I have always used these shoe trees, which I believe I did get from Oliver Cabell as well. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, because there is Oliver Cabell branding. So these are pretty nice. Shoes are made in Italy. Really everything you want to know about these can be found on the website. I don't know what changes they've made in the last 3 years, so these could have changed maybe a little bit. But for the most part, I feel like they've aged really nicely. I think these are also the original laces that I got with the shoe. I have washed these a couple times, the laces. If you go on YouTube or TikTok and just search top 5 sneakers you must have, or 3 sneakers you must have in your rotation, whatever like that kind of video is, chances are you're gonna find a white sneaker on there. And this is not a bad option for those of you looking for one. My daily sneakers actually like Adidas Stan Smith, and I love those things. They're, I would admit, actually more comfortable than something like these. These are real leather. They're gonna need a little bit more time to break in than something like the Stan Smiths that right out of the box, maybe after 1 or 2 wears, you're good. These you probably have to wear a good 5 to 10 times to really break them in and have them like mold to your feet. These are also just double the price of something like a Stan Smith. I think these are coming in at about $200, where the Stan Smiths you can get for about $100. If I'm on my feet all day and I had to choose between the two, I would choose the Stan Smiths. However, I would say these are, I guess, objectively, subjectively, I always forget which one it is, better looking than the Stan Smiths. And they just have like a cleaner silhouette. Sizing wise, I generally wear a 9.5 in almost all sneakers, and that fits me pretty well. These are, I would say, a little bit more narrow fitting than something like the Stan Smiths. After you break them in, they fit great. They do loosen up a little bit.
Loosen up!
I remember them feeling a lot tighter when I first got them. After you do break them in, they start molding to your feet a little bit. And I guess what's great about something like the Stan Smiths instead of the Oliver Cabells is like, because they're about $100, you're just more willing to beat them up. And you're not gonna like get really upset if you do something like drop a chicken wing on your sneakers, which I've done before. So I think it is actually important to like take the decision of like, is this going to be a daily beater? Like, I would say no, I'm not a great daily beater, but a more dressed up sneaker, sure. There are also people who ask if it squeaks, because I guess these were known to be like a squeakier white sneaker. I have had instances where it has squeaked, make noises, especially when you first get them, because I think you're breaking in the leather, so you may get some of that leather, especially in this area here, like rubbing up against each other, making that squeaking noise. You don't really get that after you've broken them in. I think just because that leather is like a little bit worn out now. Not like that fresh, supple leather that you get with like a brand new sneaker. This is also totally my bro science. If your feet get warm, some of the humidity that your feet generate may cause some of that squeakage. And I would say these are still a great value even today, because everyone should have a white sneaker. I think it's just like a classic silhouette, classic look that works well on so many people. And for $200, you can't really go wrong with these. If you compare it to some of the more expensive sneakers that are in like the $400 to $500 range, I would say these are probably on par and just a better value than some of these more expensive luxury brands. Although I'm sure they're nice and they look good, and if you want to rock those, by all means, but I have a hard time justifying dropping that much money on like a simple white sneaker. If you have any questions about these sneakers, ask away in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. If there's enough of them, I'll probably make a follow-up video to this. I want to be able to make non-sponsored review videos for products like these that I bought myself. Reason being is I work in marketing and I know how this works. You can sponsor creators and YouTubers, influencers to make content and essentially say nice things and give your product 5-star reviews. I don't want to do that. I want to actually make reviews for products that I've used for at least a year, like worn myself, put through the paces of real life, and then tell you how they actually hold up. So like and subscribe, it would help a lot. Thanks.